Hello, student. Today there is a time when we will start with our new chapter, that is chapter 13 in your NCERT book, Fun with the Magnets. So, let's go into the detailed discussion. Now, I hope all of you know about the word magnet. Then, what is the magnet? It is an object which attracts things made from iron, steel, nickel, cobalt. Even at your home, also, you have seen magnets which are only attracting those metals which are known as the magnetic metal, that is the iron made up of steel or matter with the nickel or cobalt. These are attracted by the magnet, and it is actually magnets are made up of iron, steel and other alloys of the iron by the process of magnetization. That is, if you take the iron and if you do a process which we will learn at the end of the chapter, if you do this you will get the magnet. Now magnets are, so artificially we are making the magnet here. These we are not getting from the nature, so these magnets are not natural, so these are called the artificial magnet. Now, magnet can be of various shapes. As you can see in the diagram, magnets are also made in different shapes and sizes. Even in the size also you can see there are different types of sizes. Some are bigger, some smaller, some moderate size. And on the other hand, magnets also you can see of definite or a diversified shape. Some are roundish, some are horseshoe, some are like a bar magnet, some are ring shaped magnet. So definitely, different shapes magnet you can see. One of the most common is the bar magnet. Even if you search at home, you majority of you will get the bar magnet. It is a rectangular magnet made up of iron or steel. Now, so accepting bar magnet, you can see it here: horseshoe, cylindrical, button magnet, ring magnet. Different types of the magnets are present, or different types of the magnets are can be obtained in the nature. Now, there is a beautiful story which says how the magnet is developed or how the magnet is discovered. Now, the old story that the magnets were discovered by chance by a old shepherd, and his name is Magnus, and he used to live in ancient Greece. Now, Magnus used to take the herd of sheep and goat to the nearby mountains, and he always took a wooden stick with him to manage his herd of sheep and goats, which most probably you had seen in the different diagram picture, different movies, that these shepherds are basically having a wooden stick by which they can manage their herd. Now, the wooden stick had an iron casting at the lower end. It's a typical stick which has an iron casting. Now, what is happening? One day, Magnus suddenly felt that something was pulling his stick away from him. It was a feeling. So he felt that something was pulling his stick, and then it appeared as if the iron covered end of stick was being attracted by a rock and got stuck to the rock. It was a feeling what he felt. And and then Magnus had to pull hard to free the iron stick from the rock, so it has attracted or it has attached with the rock. And Magnus had to try hard. He had to try hard in order to pull out the magnetic stick from the rock. And actually, so later on we had understood that the rock was a natural magnet. Why natural? Because it was obtained from the nature, and it is attracting the end of the magnetic stick, or sorry, the wooden stick, which is made up of iron. And so this rock, which behaved like a magnet, later on has been uh, given the name magnetite, and it contains iron. So magnet was named after the shepherd Magnus. And but there is also a belief of some people that the natural magnet called magnetite was first discovered at a place called Magnesia in Turkey. Some people believe that. So this is about the beautiful story which says how magnet is evolved or magnet is discovered from the nature. And so magnet itself has a beautiful or some wonderful properties. And the first one is it's the property of attraction, which we will learn in the later part. Now first, here we will find two ideas here. One is the magnetic, another one is the non magnetic. So what do you mean by magnetic? Here you can see magnetic metal means those material which are attracted by a magnet. Okay, so if you keep a magnet, there will be some material which will be attracted by the magnet, and these are known as the magnetic material. What are the examples? Example is iron, steel, nickel, cobalt. All are attracted by magnet, so they are called magnetic material. And and any object like a substance which is made up of iron stick, or maybe say steel utensils, whatever whichever is made up of steel, are the magnetic object. And so any magnetic material, they can also be converted into magnet. So here we are about the magnetic material. Next, we will discuss about the properties of non-magnetic material. In the picture, you can see there is a book, or there is a wooden place, or there are some materials on the contrary to the magnetic material are not attracted by the magnet, and hence they are called non-magnetic material. What are the examples? The plastic, the rubber, paper, etc. These are not attracted by magnet, so they are called the non-magnetic material. And these definitely cannot be converted into magnet, as the magnetic material can be converted into magnet. These non-magnetic materials are not or cannot be converted into the magnet. Here we can see the magnetic and the non-magnetic material. That means the material which are attracted towards magnet, attracted by magnet, and the non-magnetic material which are not attracted by magnet, or which are not attracted towards magnet. And so iron, nickel, steel, cobalt, these are magnetic material. On the other hand, wood, aluminium, rubber, these are non-magnetic material. Now, so the magnetic and non-magnetic properties of various objects are made use of our daily life. Say for example, if a large number of the pins from are fallen from the pin box, we can collect all the pins quickly by using a magnet. Maybe some pins along with some other wooden particle or some other non-magnetic particle all together has fallen down. We can only take out the pins with the help of the magnet. So these are daily use property by which the magnetic property can be utilized. Next one is the poles of the magnet. Now, if I give you a bar magnet or a piece of magnet, the magnetic property is not equal in all the places. So, the regions of the magnet where the attraction is strongest, if you take a bar magnet, you will see on both the sides it has a strongest magnetic attraction property, and this is known as the poles of the magnet. So, two poles of the magnets are present at the two free ends. One pole is known as the north pole, and the other pole of the magnet is called the south pole. And every magnet, whether it is bar magnet or a ring magnet or a big magnet or a small magnet, it has a north pole and the south pole. And definitely it is very much impossible to find a magnet with one pole. And so when we have come into the pole, one thing you know, that is the same type of magnetic poles are called like poles, and different types are known as the unlike poles. So what a like pole? A north pole and another north pole, or a south pole and another south pole are like pole. One north pole, another north pole, one south pole, another south pole. These are like poles. And on the other hand, different poles like one north pole and one south pole, these are forming the unlike poles. So today in our class we had discussed up to this. In the next class we will learn more about the magnets. Till then, in this pandemic situation, all of you remain safe, take proper measures, follow new normal rules, wash your hands, and take utmost precaution to be healthy and safe. Thank you.